Hey everybody, it's Justin here, aka Demonic Sweaters. Today I've got another product review. We're going to be taking a look at the Donner DED-200X electronic drum kit, which is sitting right there behind me. Now the reason why this one has an X after the model name is because this one actually comes with one more symbol than the regular DED-200. We have hi-hats, 2 crashes and a ride cymbal. Actually, I'm pointing at the wrong thing. There's a ride cymbal, 2 crashes and the hi-hat over there. It also has a brand new updated module, at least new compared to the last time I reviewed the original DED-200, which was actually a completely different drum kit than this one right here. And I will just tell you right out of the gate that this drum kit blows away the original DED-200. I'm actually pretty impressed with this drum set. Donner has upped their game in the past few years. I remember, I was one of the first people to review the original DED-200. And while I felt the drums themselves were okay, they were pretty solid, the original module I felt was pretty damn terrible. This module, on the other hand, though, is definitely a lot better than the original one. I would say that it's actually a fairly decent module. It's not bad at all. It has some pretty good sounds in there, has a USB output, and it has a lot of adjustments that you can make to fine-tune the playability of the kit, and I like that quite a bit. I also wanted to say that Donner did send me this for free, but I'm telling you my actual opinions. They're not paying me to say, good things or anything like that. I'm telling you what I really think about this kit. Let's go ahead and get started, and I want to flash back a little bit and show you the unboxing. And don't worry, it's not like a long unboxing. I find that to be really boring, but just some basic stuff, and then we'll check out how it sounds.
Well, look at what we have here. Donner DED-200X. This is the new and improved version. And yeah, let's open this thing up. Well, there's a bunch of little boxes, so let's open all that up. Alrighty, so there it is all unboxed, and it doesn't come with that rug, I had that already, but it does come with everything else that you see right here. Basically the throne, the kick drum pedal, the 4 drums, the rack, hi-hat pedal, module, hi-hat, 2 crashes and a ride, the throne, I already said that, I think. And it still needs to put together, obviously, but there's a lot of boxes. One thing that happened, though, in mine, the headphones came, I guess they got damaged in shipping. I noticed that, that was broken off in the box, but nothing else seemed to have any other damage, so I'll just have to use some other headphones there. Now, these headphones are the same ones that came with the DED-70 that I reviewed recently, and they're not bad at all. And that one came free of damage, but I guess this one, it was delivered by FedEx, so there you go. That's pretty common with FedEx. But, another thing too, is they come with these sticks. There's the manual, also Melodics. Talk about that later. The sticks, I just wanted to note that these are actually a much better pair of sticks than they used to give you, and that a lot of drum companies give you, because these are hickory. I can tell just by holding them, the weight and the wood grain in there. These are not maple. Maple sticks are very cheap sticks, which is funny because maple drums are very expensive, but maple sticks are very cheap. But maple sticks break really easily. Hickory does not. Hickory is like high quality, and they look really straight and they feel good. I already took them out once and messed around with them, and they're probably like a 5B or something like that. So let's go ahead and set this up and take a look at it. All right, I'm making some progress here. Rack assembly was fairly simple. Just your basic, standard drum rack, but this thing is built really well. Pretty much like every single Donner drum set I put together, they always get their racks right. They're very solid and sturdy.
All right, let's talk about the specs of the kit and what all is included. So as you can see, we have all 8-inch drums. We have a snare drum, which is dual zone, 3 8-inch toms, which have a low profile rim on them there, so that's really nice. You're not going to hit that rim very easily by mistake. The snare drum actually feels quite good. It's got a nice feeling rim on it, which can do either a rim shot sound or a cross stick sound, depending on which program you're using in the module. It features dual zone crashes. Both of them are chokeable. The ride and hi-hats seem to be single zone. The toms are all single zone. I think I might have said that already. It comes with a bass drum pedal. It comes with these drumsticks. It comes with a pair of headphones, and I showed you those earlier. Mine got damaged in shipping, so I'm just using this pair of OneOdio headphones right here that I have the cat ears on. I really like these. But I'll post a link to these down below as well. OneOdio makes some really great headphones. They sound really good. It also comes with a bass drum pedal, which feels quite nice. A pretty decent throne. And the rack is very, very stable. Every Donner kit that I've ever reviewed, I've always liked their racks. This rack blows away the one that comes on the Alesis Nitro Max. That drum rack is very thin and very shaky. This drum rack is not. The kick drum pad is 6 inches in rubber, but it actually feels really nice. It's got a nice kind of soft rubber feel to it, which gives it a very realistic kind of bass drum feel. It's big enough to accommodate a double bass drum pedal. All right, let's just take a look at the ports on the module. We have a USB MIDI output. There's a Crash 2 expansion port, which I'm using already. There are left and right outputs, auxiliary input, headphone output, and power. There is no Bluetooth on this module, but you can easily add that using a Bluetooth dongle that will go into the auxiliary input. I can post a link down below for that. They're only about $10, and it's totally worth it to do if you want to add Bluetooth to basically any electronic drum kit. All right, on the surface of the module, as you can see, we've got bass and treble adjustments. Here's your menu, save, record, and play buttons, as well as a scroll wheel, which is very similar to like a Roland type interface. You have your song section, click section, and coach. There's also a ambient knob right here. This is really cool. This allows you to turn on reverb, or turn up the reverb very easily. And then you have your master volume right here. These two buttons allow you to cycle through the different menus. And one thing that's really, really great about this that I liked right away is just how many things you can adjust in this module. So if I go here to the menu button, and then if I use the arrow down key or the knob, you can see if I go into sensitivity, press enter here, then we have several different menus that we can adjust. We have threshold, we have crosstalk, we have retrigger, and then you have the volume of each pad. You can also go in, if we exit out of here, now this is really great. You have a MIDI note adjustment. So what that means is you can actually change the MIDI note of every single drum and what it is sending out of the USB output. So this is really cool if you are using something like GarageBand and you can't adjust the drums through GarageBand, if you're using MIDI drums. So you can adjust them here. And this gives you a little advantage over some other drum sets where you can't do this. So this allows you to kind of fine tune your MIDI settings, being able to adjust which MIDI note. Now, one thing I noticed that any adjustment that you make, even if it's like sensitivity settings or MIDI notes or anything like that, if you want to save those changes, you have to press save, and it will actually save it to the specific kit number on the module. It won't save it globally. This is actually kind of good though, because say you have, some MIDI notes and things like that you specifically did for one kit in GarageBand, you can save that to, one particular patch in the module and then create a whole other set of MIDI notes and save that to a different patch. So that's actually kind of nice that it does that. Though I do wish the sensitivity settings and everything like that were global, because that would be easier. Pretty much if you're setting up your, your snare sensitivity, you're pretty much going to want that, across every single preset on the kit. But, it's not that big a deal. And if you're using MIDI, chances are you're not really going to be changing many of the presets anyways. But speaking of the presets, several of them in here are actually really decent for what it is. It's a $400 drum set. Don't expect it to be like VST quality, but it definitely stands up to its competitors.
Another really awesome thing is this kit comes with a free 40 lessons from Melodics. Now, Melodics is a drum learning software, and if you're interested in them as well, if you want to purchase the full version, I actually have a discount code for Melodics down below. You can check that out. But let me show you how that works real quick. I'm going to go ahead and hook it up and play a little bit of Melodics, and you guys can see it. Now, in addition to Melodics, Donner is also giving away 3 other great programs with this drum kit. There's Cubase LE, Wavelab LE, and Cubasis LE. Cubase and Cubasis are similar DAWs basically for recording and producing music. Cubase runs on PCs and Macs, and Cubasis runs on mobile devices. Wavelab is basically mastering software. So not only do you have software to learn how to play the drums, you have software to create your own music that comes with this drum kit. And I think this is really great. All right, so that is the new and improved Donner DED-200 electronic drum kit. And I really think this is one of the best sub $500 drum kits that you can buy right now on Amazon. If you want, there's a link down below where you can pick one up for yourself. The fact that it comes with Melodics as well is a really, really awesome bonus. Melodics is a lot of fun. My students really like playing it. It's especially good for students who struggle with timing. It's basically like a really, really fancy metronome that has music. So it's like a really good thing to practice to, and it's a lot of fun too. The levels go up a lot harder than what you saw me play right there. So if you get good, you're never really going to run out of stuff to play. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Do you have the DED-200? What do you think about it? Do you have any questions about it? You can ask me down below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day.